this working? Can you hear me? That's better.
Am I going to have to do this? Wait, no! Oh, it is working. It is working, you're just not using it properly.
It's projection.
So let me start with Jenna. I thought that Clara's send-off was one of the strongest a companion has gotten. Do you think about what she is doing now that she is off on her own adventures?
Yes, I think that she is probably broken down, and her and Ashilda haven't yet worked out the mechanics of the TARDIS and are trying to get somewhere but can't quite work it yet. It's a complicated manual.
And let me ask Peter, Clara's...
You're pulling faces.
I'm not pulling faces. I'm enjoying your stories.
Okay.
Again.
So Clara was so important to your doctor's arc. And now that he has lost her, how is that going to affect him going forward?
Oh, it's just going to be so difficult. It's so hard to get up in the morning in that TARDIS and try and get out there. I think, well, he's forgotten all about her. I'm afraid.
Clara,
so,
who?
I think the thing about the Doctor really is he's actually quite mysterious, hence the name Doctor Who. And I'm not sure whether how successfully Clara was able to wipe his mind. And in fact, I just did, I was about to tell you something that I can't tell you now.
I just noticed that. Good save, good save.
Yeah, good save. But I
tried.
It's something to look forward to.
Yes, I just shot something that Clara was still there in.
Well, so, but I mean, she's been forgotten, but do her effects still linger?
Her effects have been left lying around the TARDIS. Her slippers, her
Chalkboards.
her makeup is all over the place. You will have to wait and see. Sorry.
So, since everyone had to wait so patiently, I'm going to ask a question that I certainly know the answer to, which is, are there questions from the audience? So do we have, we're going over here first. It is difficult to see. I see you in the blue shirt, yes? Hello, take it away. Hi.
Pardon?
What? When you're in a creative funk, whether it's for acting, writing, music, whatever, what do you do to get out of, to find your motivation, I guess?
When we're in a creative what?
Funk? Like
Creative what?
Creative funk, writer's block,
Writer's block,
artistic block.
actor's block, whatever.
I take a rest. I have a nap. I go for a walk. I think you have to learn that you've got to stop sometimes. I mean, I think just applying pressure all the time, just working and working and working can be a case of diminishing returns. I think you've got to recognize when it's time to stop and walk away and free your mind. Do something else, listen to music, go for a walk, look at some pictures, just watch TV, eat things that are full of calories. And I think then it sort of loosens your mind up and you can start having ideas again. Because it gets very, very depressing when you're confronting that wall Sometimes, I mean, it depends upon the project or what you're doing. Sometimes you've got to just keep hammering against that wall. And sometimes you break through, but your own instinct will tell you whether that's happening or not.
I agree. Just to doing something actually completely opposite, to take your mind out so you can come back fresh. Otherwise, you just stop being able to see or come up with new ideas in any fashion. So I also go for a walk, or just try and get out of like the zone that you're in and to come back into it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right over here, please.
Okay, so all of the other doctors have had, right here.
Oh, hi.
All of the other doctors have had a catchphrase, but 12 doesn't really have one yet, unless you count shut up. Is there plans to give 12 a catchphrase, or?
It is no catchphrase.
I vote for shut up.
I think shut up is a good catchphrase.
I think shut up is somebody else's catchphrase.
Let's see, do we have one ready over on the standing over here?
This is for Clara, but how did you feel whenever Missy had put you in the Dalek?
Claustrophobic, but also quite glad of a seat. It was quite strange. It was quite tricky to film in there, but it was. We like built one that was like 3/4, and I had to get in, and it was like all specially made. But then the hardest thing was they then had to glue wires onto my head, which didn't stick. So Liam from props had to come in every single take and just literally just put glue all over my forehead. But other than that, it was very fun, and I got wheeled everywhere.
So over here, please.
This one's for Jenna, sorry.
Hello.
But, how was it emotionally getting to the place that you had to get into for your character's death, knowing you'd be back?
Well, did we know? When we filmed Face the Raven, had we read 12?
I don't think we have.
Because we knew, I remember when I first read Face the Raven, and I knew there was a big goodbye in that, and I remember having a conversation with Stephen to say, I know I'm back in 11 and 12, but how? And because I don't want to, really play this goodbye if I'm going to pop up again and be like, hi, and then have to do a big goodbye again. But he said it's going to be very, very different. So it was something I was conscious of where to pitch, but how the season ends and how the art comes out, we never really know. Stephen's always got something up his sleeve, and you don't know until the script lands on the table what it's going to be. So he just said, really play it for truth and for real. This is the real goodbye as such.
And over here, please.
And there was a live raven, so it was hard to not be scared.
This is for both of you, and this is, what were the top 2 most awkward moments?
Awkward moments. Top 2 awkward moments.
We don't really have. Oh, is this one?
Maybe this is it.
Is this it? Is this number 1 or number 2?
This is probably the longest silence we've ever had, I think. I'm trying to think, was there anybody, and we embarrassed ourselves or anyone came on this show that was awkward? When we were getting to know each other, it wasn't really awkward.
Well, I took you to lunch. That was a little bit awkward.
Not really.
Maybe not for you.